Alright. Back a week later. Got some funkiness going on here with this little rooftop. And I made up for the old queen hive because they like to hang out on that IPM bottom board. But unfortunately, it's been pouring rain, so they all sit out there and half drown, or sometimes fully drown. So, I put a little piece of plywood that I had laying around on top of there so that they would not drown. And it's been pouring the last couple of days, and stood a bunch of dead wet bees on the top of that board, of the lining board. They're having it. So it worked. Clean it up with a better dimension later. Alright, today's goal on the old swarm, just a quick check of the super that was in there. Because they had drawn out this box fully, and I did a little checkerboarding on this last time, so just hoping they drew more out. I'm still green on knowing when the flow is coming and going, but don't see much of anything blooming except for clover right in front of me here. But all this rain might screw all that up, so we'll see. They're not up here much, so that's probably a sign they haven't expanded crazy. Just to check this and get out of here. I'm not going to spend much time in here at all. Just no need. Yeah, there's bees, but not much in the way of, they haven't drawn this out much, which I kind of expected. It's only been there a couple weeks, and we're probably nearing the end of the dearth, so I think I'll pull frames because I can see it's partially drawn out, but not fully, so alright. That was quick. Move, dummy. So the camera, which is always fun. Alright, on this one, similar thing. I think I put a new super on this one last week, so a week ago, so they'll probably have a ton of jump. Well, I'll tell you what, there's a shit ton more bees up here than around that one, so let's get a little smoky smoke just in case. Sort of checked this the other day, just kind of pulled the top. You can see a lot more bees, so it does tell me that this was the OG queen where I did the split. I'm smoking myself to death. And they've gone like gangbusters. So I should be able to pull this super for honey here in the next week or two when we're sure the dearth is off. And then I'm going to feed, well, they're growing comb on the top, white comb, so they're still doing good. I haven't fed them at all, so that's just from what's out there. Still free rest. Alright, so not a ton drawn out. Let's pull something towards the middle here just because I can't. There's nothing clearly on the edges. This one wooden thing in the middle. Here. It's got nothing on it. Well, I say it's got a little bit drawn out. I'd wax these, so we're doing a little something with it, but not a ton. Like I said, it's only been a week, so I didn't expect to do much with the dearth. Probably coming nigh, or if not here. So, all done there. So I'm going to plug you down because I'm going to smash you. That makes you super happy. Alright. So those two, super fast. So let's grab the camera here. I think everybody everybody drunk. Alright, this is the package I bought. They've kind of been dragging ass a little bit. I think just based on the volume, it's been coming in and out. And they've been guzzling this feed. But they may have ramped up a little bit. So we'll see. Pull the feeder off. I got feed for it. So, issue is still somewhat of an issue. I need to figure out what's causing that. Alright, this is behind me. These stupid things. Back here, oh, there we go. Check this, make sure my queen's not doing something stupid like hanging out in the top bottom of the feeder in a cover. Smoky, smoky. It looks like they're drawing this out. Oh, yeah. Got 1, 2, 3, 4 frames drawn out fat. So what we'll do here is we'll check and see if there's no brood up here. We'll do a little checkerboarding. If there's brood, obviously you won't. I didn't think that you, well, I'll say that and then I'll find it, so I'll just not talk. Oh yeah, good looking. Good looking draw out, and cameras. A couple drones that look, not many though. But yeah, this appears to be, let me check a couple more frames here, all honey. So, check both those out a little bit. It's all resources. Look, it's definitely resources. It's definitely resources. Make sure the queen's not up here, but I don't see her. Oh, fuck. Larva. Okay, so no checkerboarding. So she might be up here. Wow, that's crazy. Bees white as a ghost. That's wild. You can't catch it on camera. Their bee kind of almost dead center is just really white. Sure why. Alright, so they got brood up here, unfortunately. So, let's just slide all that back together and let them roll. We've still got work to do and plenty of work to do it. So, get out here. I'll put that feed on top later because I can do that after I do the other inspections. Just top loose, I want to wipe off that mold anyway. Get a picture of that so I can send it to Dr. Potter. Yeah, I'm guessing it's the sugar and the whatever, but I'd wiped it off the bleach and then it came back. Light bleach. Let's put this back on. I'm sure I'll smash my queen or any other bees for that matter. Oh, got a couple of them. Pitch the fingers. Maybe you can. Alright. Leave that on. I'll glove this stuff in later. What am I doing that while I'm trying to figure stuff out? Alright, on to the next one. Yes. Not gonna lie, these all should be pretty fast because all I'm doing is a checkup after a week, so yeah. The only thing I'm probably most concerned about is the swarms that I combined last time. So just because they obviously had an opportunity to just wiped each other out. Man, I just keep stepping into the smoke, which is always fun. Up there. fighting bronchitis, so stepping into smoke is stupid. All right. It's stuck. Okay. A ton of bees up here, so they bring not much either. Not really. So, we've done this little. We might be closer to the. Well, it might be over anyway. I've read a couple forums and such where people were saying it flows over, so. But most of those were south here, Case County, and some of the southern spots. So I don't know if they end sooner or later than we do. Okay, yeah, they have drawn out shit on this one, so. I am going to put another, I think I will pop that next box and put a hive beetle trap in here, at least the cloth, and I got left one of these out last time, so fill it up. Mainly because I saw them today drag out a trap on this hive. Stupid ass. And I've seen a decent amount of hive beetles this year. Oddly enough, outside the hive, flying in and out. Always more worrisome. Gotta be careful here, worried about it pulling frames if they've are combed up. Oh man, sticky. Yeah, I'm gonna put that trap back over there. Got some good honey here though. A couple, 4 frames. So between those two hives and maybe this frame, because they still got their other super, I might be able to get a little bit of honey this year, surprisingly, because I thought it was going to be SOL with all the split not working at first, and then the split not working, it didn't work at first. I re-queened both of them and then it worked, obviously. But yeah, so we'll get some close up here. Try to save a couple that are stuck. Get that out in a second. Make sure this is still got stuff in it. Yeah. Only maybe one hive beetle, so not too bad. That's a bad thing about those stupid cloths, is that they do trap the bees occasionally, but sacrifice a couple for the benefit of the whole. What bees do anyway. All right, so we'll put that back on and call that one a day. I might be able to swap some frames around, but there's no need. All right, back on. Back on. Top back on. It's there. Spider hanging out in the corner. Come on, get off. Oh, it's stuck to the spider. All right, spider. Normally I'll leave you alone, but you were trying to kill my bee, so deuces. That is not allowed. All right. Just move this over to here for the last one. All right, this was the Greg swarm and the John swarm combined. So what we're going to do on this one is obviously check them, check the feed. They weren't drinking a ton, which is kind of surprising. But good activity in the front door. One thing I do want to probably do is the honey and bee boxes are just an ass hair shorter than the Dedans. And as a result, feeders don't work. The entrance reducers don't work quite as well. So, alright, so without drowning bees, hopefully. I don't know if they're drinking from it or not, it's hard to tell. They haven't chugged it down like I thought they probably would. So slightly more secure. See if they've touched the pollen patty too. Alright, we're going to try to squeeze this entrance reducer onto this hive. It's got to be super tight because it's just a slight bit longer. Yeah, don't sting me. Alright. Smoke in through the feeder box. It's not stuck because there's nothing to stick it. See what they've done to the. And they really touched that. So queen doing something stupid like hanging out up here. Greg's queen was doing well. John's queen either died in transport or, oh man, shit ton of small hive beetles on this one piece of cloth. It's always nerve-wracking. I'm not going to get too wonky in here. I just want to see what work they've done frame-wise to see if they're ready to draw something out or not. Can't imagine they are. So they've got one. Those are the two frames that the good hive had drawn out. I'll be drawing that one out. This was a frame of resource that I stuck out on the outside because it was from the other hive. Man, look at that. That's crazy. Just after a shit ton of hive beetles on that one little cloth. So that's a ton of hive beetles in there too. So unfortunately, that's why you need them. Scrape these girls off here. Die. Oh, let's see if there's any in this one. And we'll just pull a couple of the frames that I think are empty. That way I'm not. Alright, so in that left one, yeah, so we'll put that back. Oof, I hate when I do that, push it past the frame. Okay, so yeah, let's pull. Alright, these girls are a little angrier than a bit more defensive, probably just because they're smaller. Kind of feel like they gotta be. This resource hive, it shouldn't have anything on other than drone brood, unless the queen just came over here and started laying. Yeah, it's still got all that drone brood from the laying workers. I can see that's pretty obvious. Queen cup there, but I think that was already there. Yeah, same over here. Oh, it's got to be drone brood. Drone brood. There's no way that's a queen cell. It's capped, but I think it's still just a drone on wonky comb. So that's the bait frame that Honey and Bee Co gave me for the traps, and I switched them out. Yeah, they haven't done anything, so I'll scoot on over and see if I can see brood. I'm not gonna. That's still honey. Should see some brood here. Oh, yeah, I must have attached out. So she might be out here laying somewhere. So you can see her darting ass. Darting around. It's kind of every bee's darting around. So her head's not just in there. There's larvae back in there, so yeah, she's already backfilling this, which, oh yeah, there's the, from the, yeah, so she's killing it. That's probably stuff that's kept over lifetime, but I can see eggs Actually can see eggs and larvae over here. It's right, it's a black foundation that isn't muddied up, so let's just, this one we'll just throw back together and let them rip. Keep that drone brood resource frame over here. And then they're still cleaning it out. Looks like they're actually uncapping some of those. I'm sure she's not over here. Because there's a drawing spot where she could lay, so. I'm a little nervous about that one knob that's sticking up there, because that's probably drone, but I also don't want to. It's just a drone, but now I don't want to think about it. Yeah, I bet they cannibalized that drone brood probably for too long if dearth hits. So you can see they've already chewed off some of them because it's getting to the point where they won't need them for a while. Alright, so that, sorry girls, is that. Alright, so let's see if we can get this stupid entrance reducer down. Because they are getting a little tight on the front door. So I kind of want to let them try this, but I don't. If I can't fit it, I'll just put that back in here. You're not going to like that smoky smoke. Alright. This in there, hope that it's not that millimeter too long. It is, but I bet I can get this to fit because it's not so much longer that I can't, I don't think. This is the Dedant one, or, well, yeah, I think it's Dedant. It's just a hair. There we go. Perfect. Mostly perfect. I'll call it okay. Definitely not perfect. Alright. So now they've got a slightly different entrance. I should put that on the other side. Well, they'll figure it out. Well, or they really aren't. Let's try that again since I know it fits. Let's do... Well, I can't do that because then it opens that up. Exposes that. So, yeah, that will work, but I'm not going to do that. They'll figure it out. Oh, I squished you, baby girl. Sorry. Oh. Get out of there. Just trying to go through. I'm pretty sure I squished the shit out of a couple, but that's okay. That'll be fine. Alright, so trap back in. We're still pulling in there. I'll put a little bit more. Definitely, I knew this had a lot of hive beetles because the John Swarm, that was about to get run over, that little mint box, because it was, you could tell they were struggling to keep up. So glad I combined them when I did, because otherwise all those bees would have been toast. Beetles would have slimed me out. Closer together. Alright. So, yeah, entrance changed, which is good. They're figuring it out. They're all gathering where the old one is, but they'll figure it out. Feeder. Oh, back on. I'm gonna press that through a little bit more. Anyway, just because I can't get up here anyway, so there's no point in having it. It's not completely pressed through. Probably just a small hive beetle larvae holder at this point, but we'll see. Hopefully they'll use it because they need to grow. Alright. Put this back on. jars to make sure. Yeah, they're still good. Yep. With a bunch of sugar, but alright, so because these videos are largely, if not for your entertainment, but for my recording, let's go back to here so I actually see that I fed the other bees. Like, 3.5 pounds maybe, just because that's the sugar I had at the time. I've got more sugar today, so. It's always funny seeing the checkout person look on their face when you buy a 25-pound bag of sugar. You trying to get diabetes? No, I'm trying to give the bees diabetes. If you're watching this still, which I can't imagine where you would be, but whatever. Better Bee Feeder is undefeated. I say that, no, without them on. It's the only feeder that's worked just crazy well. This hive, I tried the Burns. I don't think I tried the main lake on this one. I tried the main lake on that one. Maybe I tried it on this one. And then I tried it on the combined splits, and nada. I don't know why they won't take it. I called Man Lake. They don't know why they won't take it. These silly sometimes, but Better Bee doesn't hold as much as the Man Lake one does, but it holds plenty for a backyard bee yard. So I'll probably order several of these for Navi from Better Bee. I'm bringing them because the shipping kills you from them because they're in New York. So, all right. Let's wipe off that. Just two of them. Stupid pollen mold. Bleachy thing out, but it didn't, so here we go. Alright, stupid bee, of course you laid it in there. Big dummy. Alright, over here, thank you. Alright, now I'll turn off the camera, and we're done. Good day in the bee yard.